So the long-awaited and anticipated presidential debate between Donald Trump and Kamala Harris is tonight, and I gotta be honest with you guys, I'm just a little bit nervous and scared for Donald Trump. Not that I think he's gonna do well, actually I think he's gonna blow it out of the park, but it's because of where this debate is taking place. It is happening on ABC, a very pro-left leaning Democratic news channel. Okay, they do not like Donald Trump very much. Actually, all of their coverage on Donald Trump's presidential campaign has been negative, and all of their coverage on Kamala Harris's presidential campaign has been completely positive. What type of questions are they going to ask Kamala Harris? Are they going to ask her cupcake questions? Are they not going to drill her and ask her those hard-hitting questions about her policy, about her track record, about her record as a vice president, about her record as a senator, hell, about her record as an attorney general in California? We know that they're going to try to get Donald Trump with those gotcha questions. They're going to drill him to the ground. They're going to ask him those tough questions, but they will not give that same energy to Kamala Harris because they like her. They're pushing for her. They want her to be the next president, okay? And that is plain in view sight. So it's just the questions. What type of questions are they going to ask Kamala Harris compared to Donald Trump? That's one. Number two, are the rules going to be the same? Kamala Harris tried to get the rules changed for the presidential debate, having hot mics on and having notes, and they said no. It has to be a plain level field. When you go into debate, you don't come in with notes and have your mics on. No, it's like, hey, I'm going to ask you a question. You got to have what you got to say up here. You can't have it pre-planned and whatnot. No, you got to have what you have to say up here in your brain. Thirdly, Donald Trump needs to attack these 3 points in order to demolish her. He needs to talk about inflation, the fact that inflation was damn near 10% under the Joe Biden and Kamala Harris administration. The fact that they tried to pass they did pass these ridiculous laws, the Inflation Reduction Act, which actually made inflation worse, how that impacted the middle class income. He also needs to talk about the migration crisis at the southern border. Under Kamala Harris being the border czar, they have allowed 15, if not 20 million undocumented illegal immigrants into this country. Well documented. They are getting everything from under the sun. Home, healthcare, food, you name it, all resources that should be going to people who actually need it are going to these people who do not have a social security number. He needs to hammer that home, and he needs to come with undisputed facts. Hell, come with screenshots, come with receipts to show that she was the border czar. Come with graphs to show, hey, under my administration compared to Joe Biden and Kamala Harris administration, look at this big, enormous spike in illegal immigration that has happened on U.S. soil. And lastly, he needs to talk about foreign policy. Talk about the botched Afghanistan withdrawal that cost 13 soldiers their lives. That was a big topic recently. That was because of Joe Biden and Kamala Harris. Play video clips of Kamala Harris saying, yes, she was the last person in the room to make that final call. Hit it home. Show undisputed evidence. That falls on her shoulders and her shoulders alone. He also needs to talk about the stuff that's going on with the Ukraine and Russia war, the fact that we keep giving Ukraine billions of taxpayer money. Talk about the fact that they have done nothing for the Israel-Palestinian war, and the fact that they have not supported Israel at all, and all the bloodshed that we have been funding money to that. He needs to hammer those 3 points home. Inflation, he needs to talk about the migration problem, and he needs to talk about foreign policies. All right? If he hits those 3 things and he brings hard-hitting receipts with facts, with proofs, and his delivery is on point, there is no doubt in my mind he will demolish Kamala Harris and will be proven that he is the better choice to be the commander-in-chief at the White House come November 5th. Kamala Harris has no leadership skills. She has no heart in her body. Everything she does is fake. He also needs to hammer this point home, the fact that she flip-flops on policies just to get votes. 1 minute she's for fracking, the next minute she's not for fracking. 1 minute she's for doing this, next minute she's not for doing that. 1 minute she's against building the wall, then now she's for building the wall. He needs to come out with screenshots, receipts, video proof, documentation, to hammer it home and completely destroy her. Kamala Harris is only going to stand on, energy, faith, and hope. And what she's going to stand on is abortion. Even though Donald Trump did not do away with abortion, that's what the mainstream media is going to try to push. Donald Trump simply gave the power back to states, even though it was a Supreme Court ruling, which he did appoint 3 judges to help overturn it. But abortion is still here. People can still get an abortion. It just went back to the states. But they're going to try to spin that and say, hey, look, Donald Trump got rid of abortion. I'm trying to bring it back. When you go get an abortion, you go to your local or state health clinic to get that done. You don't go to the federal Supreme Court to get that done. You go to your local or state health clinic to get it done. Now, yes, I believe that every woman in America should have a right to abortion. Your body, your choice. But let me tell you this. How come it wasn't your body, your choice when it was the C-19 pandemic and they forced everybody to get those unproven jabs? Where was your body, your choice then? Hit her home with that, Donald Trump. Expose her for her flip-flopping on her policies. That's all she's going to stand on. She's going to stand on abortion, and she's going to stand on insults and try to attack this man's character. The fact that he has 34 felony charges, which we all know were politically motivated, was not sentenced. The fact that, he helped lead the January 6th insurrection, went under the fact that he actually said, hey, guys, let's be peaceful. Let's protest peacefully. And remember, the police, law enforcement are on his side, okay? Not to mention, they don't want to talk about that Nancy Pelosi failed to secure the Capitol. Not only that, there's video proof that even officers let those people into the damn building. So it kind of seems like it was an inside job. Come on now. They're going to talk about that Donald Trump is not this. Donald Trump is a threat to democracy. But meanwhile, you got Kamala Harris wanting to censor and delete Twitter, was behind censoring and taking down C-19 posts when people were against it. They said, no, we don't want that. Delete any post on social media that doesn't reflect our views. Talk about that fact that she's a radical left liberal politician who wants biological men, transgender females, to compete in biological women's sports. Talk about her record as an attorney general in California and come with nothing but facts and receipts. Talk about the fact that she has signed off on the Inflation Reduction Act. That's why now waitresses who getting paid below $7 an hour have to report their taxes on tips to the IRS. Because you want to know why? Kamala Harris was the cast tie-breaking vote to allow that to happen. Talk about the fact that underneath the Inflation Reduction Act, when they hired those 87,000 new IRS agents, they targeted the middle class more than the rich than they said that they were going to. Talk about the fact that the middle class got audited more than the rich under Joe Biden and Kamala Harris administration. Talk about the fact that they lied and say, hey, if you make over $400,000, we're going to come after you. But guess what? It was the people who made between $100,000 and $200,000 who got audited the most. Talk about the fact that she tried to stop over and over and over again. And there's tweets about this. She publicly did not want Donald Trump to build that wall when he was president. Now she's in favor of building that wall. Talk about the fact that she first said, no, I'm going to ban fracking. Now she wants to allow fracking. Attack her and grill her on her flip-flopping policies and show proof, show receipts, show screenshots, show video proof. You got to hammer this home. Inflation, illegal immigration and border policy, and foreign affairs. Those are the 3 key points that Donald Trump has to stand on to destroy her, to dismantle her, and leave those undecided voters say, hey, guess what, guys? You may not like me morally. I get it. But I am a better person for the job than she is. Because guess what? A lot of you people, you guys like celebrities, but you don't know what they do behind closed doors. You work for your boss. They may not be a good person morally, but guess what? You still do what they tell you to do. I get it. Donald Trump is not the best person morally. I understand that. He will not be a brand ambassador for my company, but it's about choosing the best person for the job. Take your fucking emotions out of it and go into the polls, educated, informed, and say, okay, who will be able to put me and my family in the best position come the next 4 years? And that answer is Donald Trump and not Kamala Harris. Let me know what you guys think about this video. Do you agree, disagree? Leave your comments down below. Smash the like button, subscribe to the channel. I'll catch you guys later. Peace.